Hi guys, I'm back. This is Caramel Real. How y'all doing today, guys? It is Tuesday. How's your Tuesday? We are here, guys, with another live with some more tea. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all know we keep this tea going, y'all. Okay. There is always so much tea to report, and y'all know Caramel Real is going to stay on it, honey. Okay. Yes, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Caramel Real Show, honey, where we keep the tea poured over here. Yes, yes. So today, guys, we are going to be talking about Wendy Williams. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. You guys know who Wendy Williams is. How y'all doing? If y'all watch her show, y'all always hear her. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm just like, Jesus, child. We fine, Wendy. We fine, girl. How you doing? Okay. Yeah. So if y'all have been watching the news, then you know Wendy's been battling some very bad health issues, as well as working on her sobriety. She's been dealing with a lot of her health issues for some time now, as well as her sobriety. Her ex-husband Kevin, I think, had a lot to do with her sobriety being where it was, with all the BS that he has put her through over the years, and her having to file for divorce because you know they were married for 20 some odd years, child. And he just was out here acting up in these streets and putting Wendy through it, child. So she done cracked open the bottle and started drinking and kind of going through it, and she had to have a little intervention and take some time away from her show. And she also had to fire his ass from the show. Like, look, yeah, you don't work for me no more. So get your ass out of here too. You and your side chick, okay? Yeah. So Wendy Williams, guys, is officially ending her talk show after nearly 14 years, okay? After 14 years, she's having to end her talk show. Wendy has a lot going on, like I said, with her health, as well as her sobriety. As you know, she's been in the news for trying to gain access back to her accounts, where people have had to be over her accounts and stuff as well. She's had to have Sherry Shepherd come in and fill in for her Wendy Williams show to kind of keep it going. And she made comment to say she don't want Sherry on her show, honey. Like, Sherry, you're not about to take over my show. Matter of fact, I'm coming back to my show. But as you know, guys, she is not well enough to be on her show and to kind of run it as she needs to, because Wendy, she's just not well enough. So they're saying that she's going to go ahead and end the show, guys. Okay. The original episode for the Wendy Williams show will air on this coming Friday, guys, June 17th. All right. For those of you who are Wendy Williams fans, it's so hard to say goodbye, but her show will be saying bye-bye on this Friday coming up. Okay. They're going to have a video tribute to the iconic host. Okay. And the series comes to an end. They're saying after 13 years of a successful 13 years of the show being in syndication. Okay. So yeah, guys, yeah, the show is finally going to end. I didn't think she was going to be able to come back. I didn't think she was going to be able to come back, guys, because like I said, Wendy, child, she's done some interviews and she just was not there like she needed to be. All right. She just was not. We'll get into that. All right. It says that Wendy Williams, who is 57 years old, has been fighting for her health for quite some time, which has impacted the workflow of her talk show. All right. Now, it's been said that Wendy will not be, it said in February, okay, that Wendy will not be returning to the show for the rest of the season. Though 1 month later, Williams told Good Morning America about her plan to return. So she's been on this, I'm going to return for some time now. She's been wanting to return, but health-wise, she's not been able to. All right. She said that I'm going to be back on the Wendy Williams show in March, bigger and brighter than ever. March came and went. She was not able to do that. Of course, you know, like I said, they had Sherry Shepherd filling in for her to keep her show on the air. Now, in October 2021, ahead of the talk show's 13th season premiere, Williams' breakthrough COVID-19 case and her ongoing health issues tied to Graves' disease delayed its initial return. All right. The premiere episode was delayed once more to October 18th, despite Williams' recovery from COVID-19. Now, her healing is going slower than everyone hoped. She continues to deal with a number of medical issues, including Graves' disease, and she and her team are taking it one day at a time. All right, this is what they're saying. She is not well, guys. All right, so she's a former New York radio DJ and shock jockey. She's been known to push buttons with several people. As y'all know, Wendy has been very controversial in her career and people that she's interviewed and stories she has reported. All right. And in recent years, she's made controversial statements about Dionne Warwick, Meghan Markle, and Whitney Houston. Y'all know Whitney Houston actually called in and cussed her out. Okay. Whitney Houston cussed Wendy slam out when Wendy tried to call her out about her drug use. And she was like, bitch, you've been on drugs too. Like, don't be calling me with this bullshit. All right. Whitney went slam off on Wendy. All right. So Williams previously went on a hiatus from the show in March 2018 and again in May 2020, okay, due to complications with her Graves' disease and her thyroid situation. All right, it came from me neglecting my 6 months, my 6 month appointments. All right, this is what Wendy is saying. She said, I have Graves' disease and I have a thyroid issue. She says, and if you have one, you don't necessarily have to have the other, but I have both. And I was diagnosed with both almost 19 years ago. Okay. She also took a 6-week break in early 2019 after fracturing her shoulder. Okay. She later revealed that she was quietly focusing on her sobriety during the leave of absence. All right. A few weeks later, she filed for divorce from her husband from her husband, Kevin, of 22 years. All right. Amid rumors that he had fathered a child from another woman, which y'all know her name to be Sabrina. All right. Y'all been following the news. You already know. He been messing with this side chick for over almost like 10 years, y'all. I don't know how you get away with that for 10 years. And then you turn around and have a baby. Yeah. So a spokesperson for the show confirmed that at the time she had removed her then husband as an executive producer shortly after filing for divorce. All right, y'all know he worked on set with Wendy, and she had to fire his ass after this whole baby situation. So I'm like, you let him cheat for 10 years, but as soon as that baby come, like now you got to go. You're not executive producer no more because now you got a baby on the way. Yeah, moving on. All right, so says he held the title since the show premiered 13 years ago, and they shared her company, Wendy Williams Productions. All right, so he was all up in the mix, child. He was making sure he had a job. He was making sure. All right, so Wendy Williams show was one of the first to return to production in September 2020 after Hollywood went into lockdown amid the COVID-19 pandemic. All right, the TV personality was recently the subject of a self-titled Lifetime Bioptic, and the network's documentary, Wendy Williams, What a Mess. If you guys watched it on Lifetime, you saw her life. The movie was good. I watched it. It really, some of the stuff on there I saw on the movie that I didn't even know about Wendy. I was like, oh, wow, girl, you know, I didn't know she had that many pregnancies that she actually lost. And her and Kevin was going through it then. You know, and like I said, back then when she started having all these surgeries and stuff, like Wendy was doing the absolute most back then. She's had a pretty difficult life. It talked about how her mother expected her to lose all this weight as a child and had her on a diet because she thought she was too chubby. So she's dealt with self-esteem type issues, primarily most of her younger life, which is what kind of sparked her to be out here getting all these surgeries because she wanted to look a certain way. And then she was going through all this mess with her husband, Kevin, who was supposed to be her backbone and helping her out with the show. He was the executive producer, like I said, and he was for 10 years messing with this girl, Sabrina. And they were out in the public, as y'all know, like out. You've seen them on the beach and everywhere. And Kevin even went and spent some of Wendy's money and bought a house directly down the street from he and Wendy. Bought Sabrina a house where he was pretty much staying in both places. And once it was said that Sabrina was married, was pregnant with Kevin's child, then Wendy went and filed for divorce from Kevin. Okay. So I'm just like, how is it okay for him to cheat for 10 years, but like having a baby is a deal breaker for you? Like, how is that? Like, I would say that cheating would definitely be a deal breaker. His ass got to go if you out here cheating, and you damn sure ain't gonna be out here cheating for 10 years. Okay, he done went and bought this girl a new car. Wendy went and had the car repoed, y'all. She said, "Oh, honey, you not about to be driving around in my damn car." All right. She done went and had a tow truck pick the car up. All right, and took it back from old Sabrina. Yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But what y'all think about Wendy Williams' show finally coming to an end, guys? Finally, after nearly 14 years. I didn't realize it's been that long that her show been on the air that long. She been on the show, y'all, for 14 years. And how y'all doing? How y'all doing, honey? Her in that blonde wig. What y'all think about her show finally ending? I felt like she wasn't coming back. Like I said, she did several interviews and she just did not seem herself. She did an interview with Fat Joe where he was asking her when she was planning on coming back to the show, how was her health, blah, blah, blah. And her answers were just all over the place. Fat Joe was just like, "So Wendy, when are you planning on coming back to the show? And how's your health or whatever?" She was like, "Well, I like Lay's potato chips, and yeah, they're a little salty, but they're really good." Like her answers were kind of like that, like all over the damn place. And I'm just like, Wendy, like, honey, whoever's managing you and whoever's over you need to be like, yeah, she's not ready to be doing interviews right now. Because she's just not herself. Okay. You've seen her plenty of times out in the public, honey, with her wig all disheveled, like she's been out here doing cartwheels in a tornado. And I'm just like, oh, honey, Wendy, you girl, go home. You Wendy Williams. Like, you don't need to be out here like looking like this. You don't need to be out here looking like this. She's tried to be out in the media and out in public, child, going to parties and trying to commingle out here in Hollywood, but she's just not been looking herself. And I said, honey, when she kept saying she was coming back, she didn't want Sherri Shepherd on the show, like taking over her show. I said, but Wendy, I don't think you're going to be able to do it, girl. I don't think you're going to be able to do it. And now, as you see, guys, they're saying this Friday is going to be the final episode of the Wendy Williams show. So the show is going to be no more. I'm a little sad to see it go because she pretty much, I watched it. I watched a few episodes of her show. She had a, pretty good little run. But her health is not going to allow her to come back, guys. And like I said, she's working on her sobriety. So to me, I think that's much, much more important than her sitting up there putting on a front to try to keep a show going. Okay, we knew something was going on with her when she had this. I want to say it was some kind of Halloween thing where she had on the Statue of Liberty costume, and she was up there and she was like this, and she just kind of conked out and fell straight to the floor. I said, "Oh God, what is going on?" I think everybody gasped, and this was on live, guys. She fell the hell out on the floor. I was like, "What the hell is going on with Wendy Williams? Somebody get back there and check on her." That's kind of when I knew that it was kind of the downfall of Wendy. And it just kind of went after that. So I kind of knew deep down that she was not coming back, guys. I knew when she left the show for that long and she had to have all these fill-ins. I think Nick Cannon filled in for a little bit. They had a few people to try to keep the show going. But it appears that she's not going to be able to come back. So this Friday, guys, like I said, for those of you who are Wendy Williams fans, and who's fans of her show, this Friday, guys, will be the last episode of the Wendy Williams show. Go down in the comments and let me know what you guys think about that. Go ahead and hit that like button. And please, 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 guys, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. You know it's the bomb over here. Y'all know I have the tea. I keep the tea. We keep all the new information for you guys. Okay, when y'all come over here, you click on my videos, it's new tea. All right, and we try to keep new tea out here every day, all day. All right. So yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think about Wendy Williams show finally coming to an end. You won't be getting to hear how y'all doing. Y'all won't get to hear that no more. Unless y'all watch some old episodes. All right. So y'all won't be hearing Wendy up there on stage doing the how y'all doing no more. All right. Y'all won't be hearing how you doing and shout it out. Y'all won't be hearing that no more after this Friday. Okay. Sorry. I wish Wendy Williams the best, guys. I hope that she gets the um, help that she needs. I hope her health um, gets better because, yeah, that's sad. It's very sad. It's like she's lost everything at one time. She's lost her marriage of over 22 years. Even though Kevin was for them streets and really want about, you know, I wouldn't have took his ass back either. But it was like that's all she had. He was all she had. And then for him to walk out and go be with Sabrina and this baby, and then now for her losing this show, which was her, the show really was like her baby. She loved this show and she fought so hard to come back. And she just couldn't get it together, guys. So we're sad to see. How do I say goodbye? That's my tribute to you, Wendy. So hard to say goodbye, Wendy, to you, honey. We wish you the best. Thank you for 14 years of your show. Thank you. That's all we can say. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am Caramel Rail. This is the Caramel Rail Show. Hey, hit that like button, subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell, guys, so that you can be notified on new videos to come. Bye.